The wife noticed that her husband had made spaghetti, a meal she absolutely hated. Furious, she stormed out of the house without saying a word. Her husband couldn't understand why she had suddenly become so upset. When he arrived at the office, he figured she was probably just in a bad mood because of her period. Wanting to cheer her up, he thoughtfully brought her a cup of hot ginger tea. A little later, while the woman was busy working, a client deliberately started criticizing everything she did. With a sarcastic smile, the client mocked her, saying she didn't even know what kind of coffee she liked. Then she ordered the woman to bring her a hand-brewed coffee within 3 minutes. The woman calmly replied that she could ask a coworker to order one from the cafe downstairs, but it would take at least 20 minutes to arrive. The client refused and insisted that the woman go get it herself. Everyone in the office realized the client was intentionally trying to humiliate her. Even so, the woman politely refused. She explained that she was the CEO's executive assistant and couldn't leave her desk without his permission. Hearing that, the client began insulting her appearance in front of everyone. She accused the woman of trying to get close to the CEO, even though he was already married. Remaining calm, the woman answered that she had always respected the client's professional abilities, but making assumptions about someone without knowing the truth was completely unfair. The client exploded with anger and suddenly threw a cup of hot coffee at her. At that exact moment, the CEO walked into the office. The instant he saw what had happened, he took off his jacket, placed it over his wife's shoulders, and angrily warned the client that he would never tolerate anyone mistreating a member of his team. He then asked his assistant to bring another cup of coffee and handed it to his wife. "Throw it right back at her," he said. The client stared at him in disbelief. "Are you really going to lose such an important business partner over a secretary?" The CEO didn't answer. He simply kept the coffee cup in his wife's hands. But his wife didn't act out of revenge. She said she didn't want the company to lose an important client because of her. However, she also made it clear that she would never accept being humiliated. With that, she lifted the coffee and splashed it directly onto the client's face. Then she said firmly, "If you want to continue doing business with this company, act like a professional. Otherwise, you can leave right now." At that moment, the CEO realized just how strong and fearless his wife truly was. The client immediately started apologizing and begged to continue their business partnership, but the CEO refused without hesitation. He instructed his assistant